Hey there, YouTubers. It's Leo Alderpold. I'm going to start this video, as I so frequently do, with an apology. And that's an apology specifically to the followers of this channel who really just pick up on my videos where I'm out and about rambling or talking about a bit of local history or natural history or something like that. Because this is going to be a pipe video, I'm afraid, guys. And that's because I noticed a lot of you guys recently have been doing your mid-2017 pipe and tobacco combos or whatever of 2017. Favourite pipes, favourite tobaccos of 2017. And I don't usually do this sort of thing. But I figured after September my choices are going to be pretty limited. So I thought, what the hey, I'm going to do one now. So without further ado, and in no particular order, these are my top 5 pipes and tobaccos of this year. Well, the first is going to be the John Bromford Lovett that I picked up on eBay some time ago. Paid about £10 for this. This is, I believe, from the 1960s, so it's quite an old one, and it was unsmoked when I got it, if I remember correctly, but just in beautiful condition. And I liked this shape and this brand so much that I actually bought another one, which I'm smoking now. Now this is the new John Bromford Lovett, and this is the one from 40 or 50 years ago. 50 years ago, holy cow. They're quite different, actually. They're the older one is slightly smaller. The stem is not, the shank rather, is not quite as broad, and it's a little bit shorter. But I love this pipe. I love it. This one's pretty good too, and they are cheap. 30 quid or thereabouts. And for a brand new pipe, you can't say fairer than that. Now on the older John Bromford, the one from the 60s, that one is much better quality briar than this new one. But hey, you get what you pay for, I guess. What I'm smoking in it is something I've also been smoking quite a bit of recently. And it seems that since the EU tobacco packaging laws have kind of made life difficult for a lot of people, Germains have started to produce all of the stuff that they used to do in tins in bulk instead, which seems to have made it a little bit more available, and it is a little bit more common to come across it now than it used to be a year or so ago. What I'm smoking in it is the Brown Flake. Now, interestingly, I have always had Germain's blends, but I've always reserved them for for occasions when I just was going to sit and enjoy them and do nothing else, not talk to anybody or anything else, not be distracted, because they were so hard to get hold of. And now I've got some that I didn't manage to get vacuum packed in time to stick in with the stuff I already had before I sent it off to PNG. And so I'm wading through it now, and it's lovely. So what next? I'm going to treat those as the same as one pipe at number 5, I guess, or thereabouts. No, I said in no particular order, so they're in some order. I'm going to treat them both the same because they're both John Bromfords. They're both Lovett shapes. They're both fantastic, albeit the older one is better than the new one. But next up on the favourites list, really, anyway, is the only meerschaum that I own, which I believe is made by Kiko. Algeria, is that right? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Tom will correct me, or somebody else will correct me. Might be Tanzania. But this was sent to me by our good friend Tom, Token Tommy, of Halifax, West Yorkshire, when I won his competition a while ago. And I love this because you can smoke it and smoke it and smoke it. You don't have to leave it to rest. It smokes dry. Yeah, just fantastic. And this one's going in the pocket of my shirt when I get on the aeroplane in September. Love that Meerschaum. And I don't think this is likely to be as affected by the humidity of the tropics as a briar, perhaps. I guess I'll see that when I get there. Next up, in terms of favourite pipes, is one I don't think you guys have seen before. And that is my own Friday Savinelli. Well, I call it the Sunday Savinelli, John, so don't worry, I haven't stolen your patented idea. But this is the Savinelli Oscar Tiger. I really love that contrasting natural briar finish on the top of the rusticated bowl. 6mm balsa filter. And what I usually smoke in this pipe is by far one of the best tobaccos you'll ever come across, of course. Which probably needs no great introduction from myself, and that is the Revor. Look at that. Now, if we had smell-o-vision, there is something absolutely timeless and magical about this tobacco, and I generally always smoke it in this Savinelli. Now, Timber Drifter a while ago, when I sent him some of this, said it reminded him of salt pork. I'm not quite sure why, but for me anyway, it's like the pipe tobacco equivalent of old Paris snuff. It's leather and bookshops, leather, studded leather sofa, and leather-bound books, and the smell of must and old oak furniture. Oh, that's what it is to me. Beautiful. But actually, as a bit of a side note, I tried to record a video the other night whilst I was smoking this Savinelli, and I couldn't, because I could not concentrate on what I was saying. Predominantly because the tobacco that I was smoking in it was so good, it commanded my full attention. And that tobacco was, alas, something that I'm painfully low on right now. Tom's Twist from Motzak. That's all I got left there now. But I kicked back a couple of nights ago, and I tried to record a video, and I just was unable. Absolutely. I was enjoying the tobacco so much, I said, screw it, I'm not going to do this, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy. So that's what I did. Amazing stuff, 50-50 mixture of Kentucky and Perique. A real powerhouse, just amazing flavour. Oh, but what a treat. What a treat. So what next? Oh yeah, well, that brings me on to probably my favourite pipe that's been gifted to me, I think. And it was sent to me by the same guy as the Tom's Twist. And that pipe is the Benny Thompson Rhodesian. That was sent to me by Wolfgang, Vogie73, some time ago. And I think out of all of my collection, this is the one which gets the special treatment. And I tend to try and not talk to anybody while I'm smoking this. But this is an early Benny Thompson, so it doesn't have his stamp on it. It was made before he started selling through the Danish pipe shop and outlets like that. So it doesn't have his maker's mark on it. But I think that's even better in a way. It's a little bit more unique. It's very, very Danish. I just love the Danish design. Even for the Rhodesian shape, they've put the Danish. He's put the Danish twist on the Rhodesian shape. It's just wonderful. Beautiful smoker, beautiful pipe. Sent to me by an absolutely fantastic chap. So thanks for that, Wolfgang. What next? What tobaccos have I covered? Revor, Brown Flake, Tom's Twist. And we're 10 minutes in already, so I better kind of wrap this up quickly. Okay, next, and I'm going to go back to basics here as far as favourite pipes go. Bulldog, can't beat them, love them. This was one I picked up for like £3 or whatever it was on eBay. This is a 1960s Bewley. It's wonderful. I used to smoke Latakia in it, and only Latakia, but as I'm not really smoking Latakia at the moment, or Latakia, depending on your chosen pronunciation of the word, then I'm smoking all sorts in it at the moment. But it's still got the ghosting of the Lakelands that whoever owned it before me smoked in it. But you know what? I don't mind. It's got that bit of character, and I love it. And there's just, I bought it as a bit of a knockabout pipe. And I guess that's what it is. But yeah, it's just fantastic. It's my rough and ready go-to, shove in the pocket whenever I'm going out the door kind of pipe. Don't really care what happens to it, but kind of do, you know what I mean? Something else I rediscovered the other day, which I've been smoking in the Bulldog. Now this jar's been on my shelf for about 2 years and I've not even looked at it. But as I've gotten to that point where most of my tobacco is packed away in these boxes, getting sent out to PNG, and what I've actually got left is 8 jars, 8 different blends, and a couple of odds and ends in some tins here. Not very much of anything. But I came across this whilst I was packing my stuff up, and it's the old British favourite, St Bruno Flake. It's been on my shelf for at least a couple of years, and I tell you what, last Sunday I went out mushroom picking for chanterelles, and I smoked a bowl of this. I shoved some in my pocket on the way out. 3 bowls in a row of this stuff I smoked the other day. Absolutely loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. So I'm kind of going to miss that, I reckon, because I'm not going to be buying any more before I go, and I certainly ain't going to be buying any while I'm over there. And then to cap it off, of course, good health to you. Where would I be without my Nashville County? Really, I got a little bit left in this particular jar, tin rather, but that's okay because I've got a tin already waiting for me in Papua New Guinea. I've got another one down there in a box ready to get sent out, and I'm going to be looking forward to smoking that. Just the most good, honest blend you could hope to meet. No nonsense, no bullshit, no pretentiousness. Just good, honest tobacco. Lovely. So there you go. Oh, I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but I'm wearing the t-shirt sent to me by my good friend Sean. The Arm & True Pipes t-shirt, which I had from his Yabo that I recorded a week or two back. I said at the time, wow, holy crap, that's a massive t-shirt. Well, guess what? It fits me. How scary is that? And I've lost a stone in the last month as well. So, not a bad choice of size either, as it goes, mate. So thanks for that. And I've still got about another 3 stone to lose before I reach my ideal weight, I reckon. No, I guess 2.5 stone. now to reach my ideal weight. So it might not fit me in a couple of months, but we'll see. It will have been washed a few times by then, so we'll see. But anyway, yeah, not quite as bad as I thought. Thanks, Sean. So I'm going to wrap this up now. Apologies again. Well, I guess the viewers who watch my channel for more interesting stuff than pipe talk have probably already buggered off by now, and I don't blame them. But if you did manage to hang on, fair play to you, chaps. Fair play to you. Yeah, because I must admit, I bore myself talking about this stuff. I like watching your videos, but I bore myself when I do it. So, take care, folks. I'll see you all again soon. Who knows where, who knows when. But I'm sure it will be soon enough. Take care in the meantime, and I'll see you.